Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to do a stem wrap and I'm going to show you how to hide your mechanics easily and quickly. But to start with the stem wrap, I'm going to measure 2 hands down and take a good pair of wire cutters to cut through those thick stems on the bouquet there. I want to get them all the same length so it can have a nice flat finish at the end there. And then I'm going to take some rose leaves and I'm just going to hot glue them to the back side of the bouquet. And why this is important is because you want to hide your secrets. You don't want anybody looking at the back of the bouquet trying to figure out, how you did it. They don't want to look at the wires that are going on behind the scenes. They just want to see the pretty flowers up front. So might as well cover up the back with some rose leaves. Or you can use hydrangea leaves. Those work really well. Or even if you're mixing fresh with silk flowers, you can use lemon leaves. Those work really nice too. But you'd want to use like Oasis floral glue on the real lemon leaves there. And then I'm going to take some wax floral tape and I'm just going to wrap it down the back of the bouquet. I'll put a link in the descriptions to floral tape that you can purchase on Amazon. They come in all different colors. I'm using white because I'm going to use a white double-faced satin ribbon on the stem, and that's just going to make that white pop. The ribbon, you can use green because the ribbon, isn't opaque, but I feel like it makes it a brighter white if I use a white on it, or if you're using like a light colored ribbon too, use a white on it. So I get it all the way down to the bottom there, and now I'm going to take some corsage pins and I'm just cutting off kind of the bulk of the pointy part. I just want that pretty little pearl at the top and a little bit of length on the corsage pin, and that's what I'm going to use to hold up my ribbon afterwards. So I take my double-faced satin ribbon there, I run it down the back length of the handle, and then I'm going to make a backwards L, and I try to catch that little extra at the end. If you don't get it, it's no worries, there's tricks to holding it up. But the main thing you want to do is pull that nice and tight. And the wax floral tape, because it does have that wax to it, will help hold the ribbon in place as well. But I'll just pull nice and tight all the way up to the top. I'll even go around one more time. And then I'm going to give it a twist at the top so that I have a gathering point. So there we go, around once, and then we'll give it a good twist. Right there. And then I'm going to push my pins into that end of ribbon to hold it in place. You can use hot glue to hold it in place. I like using the pins mainly because I always burn myself with the darn hot glue, but also it gets kind of stringy and sometimes you get dirt mixed in with the glue. I just want to keep it nice and clean. But again, you can use hot glue. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your personal preference. So looking over my bouquet there, I do like a nice clean bottom, or if you have any concerns that the ribbon might unravel at the bottom, you can simply just fold it over. And I took a corsage pin and I just kind of put a little tiny bit of hot glue on it just to make sure gravity doesn't pull it out from the bottom. But so I'll take that corsage pin, a little bit of hot glue, there we go, and then just jam it right into the bottom. So you have a pretty little pearl point at the end there, and it will hold your ribbon in place too. But it should be nice and tight, and it shouldn't come out on you. It should be ready to go. So here's just an extra idea. You could take another colored ribbon, or in this case, I'm using a different sized ribbon, and I'm going to kind of lace up the handle like a ballet shoe. So I did start with a little bit of glue on that one. You can also do like a pearl or something, or not a pearl, but a pin to hold it in place if you didn't want to use the hot glue. But if you're doing a satin ribbon on a satin ribbon, it will have a tendency to slide. So if you don't get that tight enough, go ahead and use that little bit of glue. Nothing wrong with that. And I was able to do about 3 crisscrosses, front and back, up the stem of this. I think it's a great way to add a pop of color. If you had an all white bouquet, maybe like could add a light pink little zigzag up the stem there. Um, oh, and then once I get to the top, I'm just simply tying it in a knot. So I'll get it nice and tight up at the top. It should stay. I think I might have added glue. Yeah, I did put a little dab of glue there, just to make sure. Because again, putting the satin ribbon on top of the satin ribbon, it will have a tendency to slide just because they're so smooth. This would be cute if you had like a black and white wedding. I made little tiny bows here, that I am going to hot glue and pin on, at each crisscross in the front there. So I just kind of trimmed up just a simple little shoestring bow, and just give it a little bit of hot glue and put it right on. But if this was a black ribbon, like a black bow and a black zigzag up the stem, it would be kind of cute for, a black tie wedding or black and white classic colors. And then I went through, using the corsage pins again. I just trimmed them back, put a little bit of glue on there, and I'm going to push them in. So I'll give that little bit of a pearl finish right in the center of the bows there. But you can use little jewels. You could use anything. Use little black pearls, whatever you wanted on there, if you wanted to dress up with the bows. So there's kind of a quick run through of a different way to wrap the stem. All right, thank you so much for watching.